13 News at 5 o'clock begins with breaking news tonight.
We're just minutes away from a judge sentencing the man behind a fake social media account that communicated with Libby German shortly before the Delphi murders of Libby and her friend, Abby Williams. It has been weeks since Kegan Kline pleaded guilty to 25 charges related to child porn.
And just tonight, we're learning some of the new details about the crimes that he now is accused of committing. Our Rich Nye has spent this entire day in the courtroom in Peru, and now he's joining us live. You can see he's outside that Miami County courtroom right now, where the judge soon will be handing down a sentence for Kline. Rich?
Anne Marie and Felicia, the judge is deciding right now how long Kegan Kline will go to prison. The prosecution has asked for a 50-year sentence. The probation officer recommended 32 years, and the defense wants an 11-year sentence. Of course, that's all up to Miami Circuit Court Judge Timothy Spar, who is in his chambers right now, dwelling on that decision. Now, we've spent the entire day at this sentencing hearing for Kegan Kline, hearing some of the disturbing details of the more than 100 photos and 20 videos that were found on Kline's electronic devices. He faces 25 charges related to child pornography. Kline used the catfish social media profile Anthony Shots to solicit sexual images from underage girls. He was 22 years old at the time of those crimes. And he used a younger photo of a police officer from Alaska to solicit some of those photos. He pretended to be a good-looking, wealthy young man, pretending or wanting to meet girls, that is. And that man submitted a victim impact statement that was read in court. He called Kline a monster. He was disgusted and humiliated that Kline used his photo to lure children. And that man said in his statement, "I only wish I could have put the cuffs on you myself." As for Kline, he blamed his behavior on loneliness and depression. He says no women would respond to his online media profile for dating, so he created a fake one. Kline did apologize today. He said, "I knew it was wrong." He was crying and sniffing and said, "I never left the house. I never had any intention of meeting anyone, I should say, and I take full responsibility. I apologize to everyone." And again, as was mentioned off the top, this case has garnered so much attention because Kline's Anthony Shots catfish social media profile did communicate with Libby German back in February of 2017, just before she was murdered. But we've heard nothing today in this courtroom that in any way associates Kline with that crime. In fact, there's been testimony from the prosecution today that Kline was actually using his association with that case to try to benefit financially while he was in jail. And one revelation is that Kline, while in jail, according to the prosecution, has been actually communicating with women and asking for sexual conversations while in jail. Again, the judge right now is deciding the sentence could be up to 50 years, is what the prosecution is asking